we have got meteorologist Robert Speta here with us. He's doing double duty. You're doubling up. You had Weather Watchers Worldwide earlier today, and now you're on the afternoon edition of Weather Impact Live. So welcome in.
Just streaming, and more and more people watching FCN Plus. So this is the place to be. I mean, of course, we love the 5, 6, 7, 11. What is it? 6:30 now 6:30, as well.
Exclusively on First Coast News Plus. Yeah.
Exactly. So you can watch Weather Watch. I will not be here for that one. Okay. That is all Ross.
Yeah.
But we got plenty to talk about today. Weather Watchers Worldwide. We looked around the world, but since I'm here, I think we're gonna dip our feet into what we look at Weather Watchers Worldwide just a little bit. We'll dip our feet into it. First off, I know we're talking about our local weather here. We got this cooler air in place, but I want to talk about the Northeast, New England, this blizzard. I mean, have you seen some of the videos out of here?
Oh, pretty crazy. Especially the coastal spots when you factored in the snow and the wind and the waves crashing on.
Yeah.
Like, could not see near zero visibility. Crazy stuff.
I mean, they actually seen a storm surge out here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but blizzard conditions. I think a lot of people on the First Coast don't know what a blizzard is. It is what, 30? Is it 35 for 3 hours?
Yeah, it's 30 or 35 for 3 hours.
But it has to be like continuous, sustained, like over the course of 3 hours with snowfall. So it's when you say blizzard, it's not just about the snow, it's about the wind.
And it's like quarter-mile visibility with it too, I think.
The worst and most atrocious of conditions one could just imagine.
Like, you do not want to be out in it at all.
So with that said, we have been getting a lot of just incredible videos and photos out of the Northeast. So this is something we do on Weather Watchers Worldwide, but since I'm hanging out here with Ross, I'm going to challenge you.
Okay.
We're going to do a game I like to call Real or Fake. And basically, here in 2026, there is so much AI slop that is posted, and it's hard sometimes to tell what is real and what is fake. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to challenge you here, Ross, to a couple images. This one right here out of Boston, is this real or is it AI slop? And you can play along at home as well. So this one might be a little tricky.
I'm going to go with AI.
You got it. Hey, you're 1 for 1. This one is
I'm starting to sweat just nervous.
AI slop. Our meteorologist, Lee Southwick, I'm going to throw her under the bus. She is not great at this. I'm going to challenge her tomorrow with the same one. So I hope she's not
so she hasn't done these?
She has not done these yet. So now, you are setting the bar right now.
Now, the thing that I said it was AI for, the street lights seem like the lighting.
I see it in the background.
Yeah, like doesn't seem right.
This was one of them. It doesn't seem right. Like there's something off about it.
I've also been. Have you been to this part of Boston?
I have been downtown. This doesn't look anything like it.
Yeah, I was like, I've been in that exact spot, and I don't think that's exactly what it looks like.
And that's why it's like slightly off, a little, just something weird about it. All right, this one, real or fake? Also out of Boston.
There's no way, right? That's gotta be AI. That snow doesn't look real. Is it?
Oh, Ross.
Is it real?
This is a real one. I actually had to double check it. You know what got me on this one is that there is real restaurants in the background.
Oh.
So this is a real one. They just had the snow and it's taken from like a distance and it's forced perspective. So it looks like it's a lot deeper than it is, but I think it's just people are walking in like thigh high. Like they shoveled it out and the banks are there and everything. But yeah, this one is real. You're 1 for 1. I got you on one.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, here we go. This is another one out of, I believe this one's out of New Jersey. Real or is it AI slop?
I feel like that's real. That looks like it could be real.
Yeah, it could be. But it's not.
I'm below 500. This is not good.
Gracious.
We started off really well.
Yeah,
now we're just going downhill.
I was hopeful for you here right at the beginning. That one is AI slop. To be fair to you, Ross, I thought this was real, but then I kind of questioned it. So I ran it through an AI detector and it was like, 100% fake on it.
Okay.
So at first I did think this one was real, but then I was like, And where I pulled it was one of those questionable Facebook accounts. Like it's not a meteorologist. It was like just one of these and this is how you can tell sometimes too if it's like the Facebook I think was called like Wonderlust or something like that. It was something like this doesn't feel.
See,
authentic.
if I had that other context, I would have gotten it.
But that's the point here. We're trying to see if you can get it just based on the image. So this one right here,
that was 100% real.
this one is 100% real.
Yeah.
You're batting 500 right here, Ross. Good job, man.
Now,
Hey,
is that out of New Jersey?
this one is out of New Jersey.
Okay, that's a nice shot.
It is a nice shot, nice little drone shot here.
I'm surprised they were able to get it drone up with how windy it was. Unless if the
Right.
wind's like pulled away.
I think this was taken this morning after the wind was pulled
okay.
away because it was recently posted when I grabbed it here. So yeah, that is fake or real. That is something we do on Weather Watchers Worldwide occasionally, and I'm going to be testing Lee Southwick tomorrow. You are
2 for
500
2.
2 for 2.
Or I guess 2 for 4. 2 and 2.
If you're watching at home on any of our social media platforms, by the way, I would love to see how you guys did on this one. But not the worst. I've done one where no one got it.
Oh.
So you did good. You did good.
I'm proud.
I'm proud of you, man. On the topic of the snow, let's talk about our winter weather alerts back here closer to home. And it's going to be another night of freeze warnings out there, Ross.
Yeah, freeze warnings for inland Duval County, really west of the 295 Beltway, and then pretty much everyone along and west of Highway 17 has a freeze warning in place. Now you'll notice much of St. Johns County, eastern Clay County, Flagler, you're included in the frost advisory. Similar story for coastal Camden and Glenn counties as well. So those are running from 1 a.m. until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. But yeah, will certainly be another cold start. We're talking upper 20s and lower 30s for our far inland areas, but really around Jacksonville, it's primarily going to be mid 30s, kind of on either side of that freezing point. And the beaches, although it will be cold, shouldn't be one of those nights that you have to cover up the plants. Last night perhaps was one of those. Shouldn't be the case if you live along or east of the intercoastal and out towards the beaches tonight, Robert.
And I mean, we're talking about these this morning and again tonight. You talk about plants. So if anything did start to grow in that warm weather we got last week, you think this is going to be killing things off and kind of increasing that fire weather risk as well. Because, you remember, it's not just dry and the humidity that we're talking about here. We had so many of these just really strong freezes this year. So a lot of vegetation is just dead and it burns fast. And I think that's been like the issue earlier this week.
Yeah.
We've had, a few just really big wildfires out there.
Yeah, well, we had the one on Sunday in Charlton County. That was like the 300 plus acre. And then we had, I think, one, if not two in Clay County. We had one in southern Bradford, almost to the Alachua state line yesterday that had a pretty decent smoke plume on satellite and radar yesterday. So yeah, we've had a lot recently, and certainly with the freezes and the dry air and the breezy winds that we have in store over the next couple of days, that wildfire risk will still stay, pretty high at least through Thursday.
Well, we'll talk more about that here in just about 10 minutes. We're going to go to a break, and once we come back, I do want to talk about the tropics. We got a little milestone we just crossed here, and we also are just reached a record in the tropics already here in February, not here at home, but somewhere on Earth. I do want to talk about that as well. That's called a tease right there. So
somewhere on Earth.
Somewhere on Earth. But it's a big one. It's a big one. You'll see. You'll be like, oh my God. So once we go to commercial, we'll come right back. Do you know what it is? We are less than 100 days now
Hard to believe.
until hurricane season. You ready?
No, not yet.
It's February.
When
You
when I'm
ready?
still wearing a winter coat in the morning, I can't say that I'm ready for hurricane season.
But you gotta love the first coast, because in the same episode here we're talking about freezes, but also I'm like, hurricane seasons
Yeah.
in like 3 months from now. I'm just saying. It's the average first name storm is June 20th, but we went through like a 6-year stretch here, late 2010s, early 2020s, where we had storms in May.
Yeah, I remember when was 2 years ago?
Mhm.
Beryl, was that that was a June storm, I think?
Yeah, that was a June storm.
That hit.
That was like the Cat 5 that just barreled
Yeah.
through the Caribbean, and
I forget what the A name was that year, but I feel like that was early.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like,
I think that was a May one.
yeah.
And then Beryl came through, and it just going hard. Well, on the topic of a Cat 5, we just got our first Cat 5 of 2026. This
Tropical cyclone, how is that? Horatio?
Horatio, yeah.
Horatio.
At its peak, it was 100. Now it's downgraded. At its peak, it was 160 miles per hour. Technical name in the Indian Ocean is very intense tropical cyclone. They don't get low on the adjectives for these. They're like, it is a very intense tropical cyclone, Horatio, out here. This is a satellite image right at its kind of peak, and just big bad storm.
What is that little island there to the southwest of it?
Let's see if I can. Wrong way. So that is we'll give you a kind of perspective of where we are in the world. That is Madagascar right there.
Oh, okay.
So there's Africa. Australia's way to the east. So this is in the kind of this is in the southern Indian Ocean, and it's heading out to sea. So we're not. It's a solid. Goodness gracious, I'm clicking around here. It is a solid fish storm out here right now. So. Yeah, not any worry for any land areas, and the only reason I'm showing it because it is the first Cat 5 of 2026 here. So,
and that's in the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere, so not even a northern hemisphere problem or anything like that. We go back to here. I just showed this graphic. Remember, our hurricane season doesn't start until June. Sometimes we get storms in May. This is on as far away from Jacksonville as far can go. It's
literally
it's
the opposite side of the world.
Literally, like if you drilled a hole through the middle of the earth, from Florida, you would pop out in the Indian Ocean somewhere around this area.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the other side. We don't have to worry about this guy, but I did think it's kind of interesting, a little tidbit.
Yeah.
Get you all worried here.
Well, at least get you thinking about
Yes.
the preps and kind of what you need to do. Of course, last year it was an active season, but we didn't have any landfalling storms, which was good news, especially after how the previous year had gone with Debbie and Helene and Milton. So it was a nice reprieve from that, but certainly is always a good refresher as we do kind of approach the tropical season.
Always remember, it only takes one. So we could just get one good storm in here, and it might even be in September. Andrew was in September. That was an A name in September. And that one everybody still talks about, like 30 some odd years later. So, right now, though, we're kind of time to get prepped up, insurance and all that. Make sure you're up to code and, just even ahead of hurricane season, taking photos around the house, because that is one thing that I think a lot of people forget, because you have to prove to your insurance company that your house is good and you own these things. So if you take photos in February, there's no the insurance companies be like, oh, okay, yeah, you've owned this since February, obviously, and your house did not have a hole in it in February. It's the little things here.
Yeah, that's a good. I've never even thought of that, so that's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm full of fun facts here. Let's talk about our local forecast. Back closer to home here, Ross. And tomorrow we start off cold. We have the frosty conditions, but we do warm up, right?
Yeah, pretty nice warm up. I mean, almost a 40-degree temperature change from the morning low to the afternoon high. I think we have a chance to get up towards 74, which would be a full-on 40-degree, diurnal range. But nonetheless, yeah, nice warm up tomorrow afternoon. It will be a little bit breezier out there. Today, much calmer in contrast to what Monday was like and what Sunday was like when we had wind gusts 30 to 40 40 miles per hour. Calmer today, a little bit of a change tomorrow. Southwest breeze, 10, 15 miles per hour. So that's going to start to pull in or pump in some of the warmer air that we're going to start to see by tomorrow afternoon, and then even more so then by Thursday and by Friday. But overall, another pretty dry day tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, let's looking ahead to Thursday. We're back up to 78. I like that windows down type of day. That was Ross's short for today. You got to make sure you check out the on I guess
on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
Facebook sometimes.
Yeah, I did a little windows down forecast, and I am in the frame of thought, like if you get above 70 and the sun's out, you got to roll the windows down a little bit. Crank the music up, just maybe 1 or 2 more clicks.
Because you got to let people know what you're...
Yeah. Just throw the arm out the window, let it dangle a little bit, like you're feeling good. It's good vibes all around. And I think Thursday's going to be one of those days, a nice, much-needed warm-up after the freezes last night, and that we have on the way tonight as well.
You ever pull up to the traffic light and you're like sometimes I'm like maybe the people around me don't need the.
In my white
I'm
Chevy,
listening to Taylor Swift here. No.
Yeah, I never did. In my white Chevy Trax, I'm just bumping. No, one thing that we will do anytime my dog rides in my car, he's always in the back seat, but windows are always down, whether it's hot or cold, and he loves like sticking his head out and like getting people's attention at the stoplights. So that is funny when we'll roll up to a stoplight and I'm just hanging out and I hear like a child's voice yelling, "Hi, doggy." And like I turn and look and there's like a child hanging out their door waving at my dog who's also like trying to wave at the child essentially.
That's cute.
So yeah.
That's fun. And you 70 and above, 78's good. 78's great because you don't have to run the AC either, windows down, heat doesn't need to be on. My favorite is mid-60s. Seat warmer on, windows down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we get the confliction there. It's like I'm a little cool, but I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you can try it out. Live your life. Be crazy. So with that said, it's going to be beautiful here on Thursday, but Friday we could see a little bit of a change up, right? A little bit of rain coming in.
Yeah, well, so that high pressure that we were going to kind of have just off to our east through most of the week, that moves further away, pumps in more heat, more moisture, and then we have this front dropping in from the north. It looks like there's some pretty solid rain chances across central Georgia, kind of Thursday into Friday. But by Friday afternoon and evening, that drops down towards Jax, crosses over I-10 overnight into Saturday morning, and then looks to stall out a little bit closer to the I-4 corridor, where I think there's a good chance for some widespread heavier or at least moderate rain. But for us on Saturday, certainly have a good chance to still see some scattered showers, maybe just kind of locked into the drizzle, that like persistent dampness, so to speak, with that onshore wind. So it does look like at the very least we could have some beneficial rainfall, some much needed rain by Friday and Saturday.
Absolutely needed. Oh my goodness, it's been so dry. And this goes back to that fire weather threat as well we've been having lately. Just because it's been so dry, the rain at least could help a little bit. We'll talk more about that. We actually do have some of our high resolution in-house models just starting to get loaded up with this specific storm system. So don't go anywhere. We'll have a little bit of a break here. And once we come back, we'll show you some of those newest guidance we've just got in here. All right, welcome back. So we have the latest high resolution model. This is our graph, our in-house model. And Ross, I know you've been looking at this. So what are we seeing here just based on the latest kind of high res guidance coming in?
Yeah, so it looks like maybe the second half of the day on Thursday, as we're kind of on that northwestern side of the ridge, we'll watch for maybe an isolated shower, primarily across inland southeast Georgia there. But really the best chances for rain are going to be arriving Friday afternoon and into the evening hours. So here comes the front. And listen, these are my thoughts, essentially. We kind of get that pressure squeeze ahead of the front. So it's going to be windy. Southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour at the surface. The winds aloft, although not like super, super strong, they're still fairly strong given, this time of the year in the front itself. So you can combine that with the low level heating. Temperature's going to be in the upper 70s, perhaps close to 80 degrees, and some of the moisture that's advected in. I mean, dew point's probably going to be in the mid 60s. Showers and rain at the very least, as you're seeing here on Friday afternoon, especially from I-10 north, a very good chance. So southeastern Georgia has a good chance of rain at the very least. Now, thunderstorm chances, I think because of everything I kind of talked there, some of the winds, the heat, the moisture, the time of day that the front is also hitting at, 2, 3, 4 p.m. I think there's a chance, Robert, for at least some isolated thunderstorms, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm not locked in on like a severe weather threat just yet, but I think there could be perhaps some lightning and some rumbles of thunder.
Because I don't think we're going to get as much of that cold air advection coming in.
Yeah.
So we have all the warm air in place, but that cold air is not spilling in like last week's storm that brought us like the tornado warning out towards the Big Bend. But I think that there's going to be just enough lift in there that it's going to be kind of like almost those warm frontal type thunderstorms where you get the shield, but embedded in it is a couple of those like just lightning pops where you're like, it's raining steady, and you hear that low rumble off in the distance, that type of deal.
Not like a big cracking boom. That we would get from like a summertime thunderstorm.
Yeah, but the good news is that I think that this setup for Friday and Saturday really is exactly what we need. This cloudy, kind of steady on and off rain that would really help out here. The downside is that Saturday, we do have a lot going on here, Ross.
We do. Yeah, this is one of them. World of Nations going on at Fort on Bay, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday at least it looks good. The front should be settled further towards the south, but Saturday, what else? The Scottish Festival going on?
Yeah, I think it's the Northeast Florida Scottish Games. In St. Augustine.
You know what they do there? Keg tossing. You ever done that?
No. I was going to say, I know they do the like the log.
Yeah, they
tosses.
do that. Yeah.
I've watched those before.
Throw whatever you can.
Yeah. Anything you got.
Anything you got.
Chuck it.
Like I'm a ginger, so I just show up and they're like, yeah, you got it. You just throw something.
Do you just have a kilt on standby that you just toss on and you're like, all right, I'm here, ready to go?
Always under my suit. It's ready to go. With that said, let's skip ahead to the 7-day real quick because I do want to show you the extended outlook. It is going to warm up pretty nicely after this front kind of moves on by and we get in the next week, we're back into the mid to high